Hello, Miss. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So, today in this video, I will be talking about the European Union, the history of its formation, and the characteristics of the European Union, and some of the problems that the European Union faces. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, here we go. For hundreds of years, Europe has been the center of the world, the richest and the strongest continent. The only problem is that European nations, they just can't stand each other. Europe's history is full of bloody wars, most recently World War II. After the war and with the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union, Europeans realized that they are not the kings of the world anymore, and that it's time to stop fighting each other and unite. It all started with a small group called Benelux with the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. And from that, the idea of a European Union was born. And it became a reality in the 1st January of 1958 in the so-called Treaty of Rome. Today the European Union consists of 27 nations. After Great Britain left, it was 28 before, but now it's 27, with a total population of 447 million citizens. They live in an area of 4.2 square kilometers and they speak 24 different languages. Even that all member nations of the European Union remain independent, but they share a lot of common things. For example, they share the same currency, the euro, they share the same flag, and they share the same laws. They are called the European laws or the EU laws. Of course, every country has the right to have its own laws alongside the European laws. And also they share what we call an internal single market. EU policies aim to ensure the freedom of movement and of people and goods and services. So basically, inside the European Union, when it comes to movement, when it comes to trade, it's like one country. It's like one country. But politically, like I said, every country remains independent. Every country has its own president or king, has its own constitution, and etc. Europe is so diverse, of course, so many cultures, so many races, so many religions. 71% of Europeans are Christians, 45% of them are Catholics, well, 24% are non-religious atheists and they don't believe in religion, and 1.8% of Europeans are Muslims. The European Union is also an economic powerhouse with a total GDP of 20 trillion US dollars, which makes the European Union the second largest economy in the world, only behind the United States. The EU is also the #1 tourist destination in the world, with more than 50 million tourists come to Europe every single year to see the historical monuments and the beautiful and famous cities such as Rome, Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Vienna, and others. Well, even with all of that, the European Union also faces a lot of problems, such as mass level of illegal immigration coming from Africa, coming from Asia, and from countries that have a lot of problems, civil wars, and etc. For example, in Syria, we have seen what happened back in 2015 with the mass level of immigration from the Syrians. Almost 2 million Syrians went to Europe that year, and also immigrants from Africa and other places, of course, Afghanistan and etc. And Europe faces a lot of problems to deal with this mass level of immigration, and that's why in the last couple of years there is a rise in European nationalism, from the right wing, and that caused a lot of problems in the continent this couple of past years. And also Europe faces a lot of terrorist threats as well. It comes basically from the same problem. So we have seen in the last couple of years a lot of terrorist attacks in Europe, The most famous one is, of course, the Paris attacks, where more than 130 people died. The Brussels attacks also. And the European rules, that's doesn't make it easy, to deal with this situation. Because of the freedom of movement, it makes it so easy for terrorists to attack so many European cities. And also this year, Europe has been dealing with a huge problem, which is coronavirus. Thousands of people died. The entire continent is basically on lockdown, and a huge economic impact is expected, to start just at the end of this lockdown. So, and also without mentioning, the huge economic impact after Brexit. And of course, Europe will suffer to recover from all its losses because of all of this. So many businesses have been shut down, and so many people lost their jobs. But I think eventually they will recover from it. It might take some time, but they will do it eventually because they have all the tools and all the experienced people. They have. I think they are prepared to deal with this kind of situations and this kind of impacts. Maybe they didn't expect something, for example, like coronavirus, but I think they will be fine at the end of the day. But after this ends, I mean, there's a lot of talk that there will be other, European countries that would like to take the path of Great Britain and leave the Union. But I think for now the European Union is still standing, at least for now. Thank you.